at this moment, the West Memphis Three are free men. They are just processing the paperwork with the Department of Corrections, and they will step outside of the bars of prison where they have spent their entire adult lives. This after over 18 years ago being arrested, charged, and convicted in the murders of 3 young boys. This was a very complicated legal proceeding today to bring this about. It took agreement on both sides, the state and on the part of defense attorneys. What happened was the defendants here, the West Memphis Three, entered pleas of guilty. But to do so, they're able to maintain their innocence and still walk out of here with time served. It's a complicated legal maneuver. It has a name to it. It's something that they've never tried here in this district before. The judge, in fact, spent a lot of time trying to explain it. He had a private closed-door hearing to make sure every participant in this trial understood what was going on. But in the eyes of the court, these 3 men are still guilty of the crime that they were charged with, but now they are free. The judge said it was in the best interest of everyone involved, and he said this was a tragedy for everyone involved. He says he doesn't believe that this is going to make any of the pain go away for the parents who have suffered their losses. He doesn't believe it's going to make any of the pain go away for the 3 men who have served their entire adult lives behind bars. But again, at this moment, Frederica, the West Memphis Three are free.
Okay, so just for clarity then, David, it's not that these convictions were overturned. They are still guilty, but they were freed. Now, this, at the root of this change, is DNA evidence or lack thereof. Is that correct?
Yes. That was one of the last things that came to the court's attention this year. There was money that was raised by supporters of the West Memphis Three that was able to fund a new round of DNA testing. They tested every bit of material they could find that was collected in this case, and the DNA that was tested did not connect any of these 3 young men, or men now, to the crime scene. So that was the last bit of evidence that came to the court's attention. Now, if they did not go through with this deal today, those 3 would have been probably granted a new trial later this year. But that trial could have taken years to complete. So the judge, again, reiterating this was in the best interest of everyone involved. In the eyes of the law, they're still guilty of that crime, but they are allowed to go free. It's a complicated legal maneuver called an Alford case. And right now the judge is saying no one's probably going to explain this. It's not going to answer a lot of questions, but it was in the best interest, he said, for everyone.